What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are at Sonora Park in Kennedale, Texas. Just got back from my work trip, and I've played this course a couple of times, like 3 years ago, and I forgot about it, and so now I'm back. So initial thoughts. Sorry, there's a bunch of geese over there. There's not like a kiosk or anything pointing you to hole one, so U-disc is definitely helpful. But basically, you just walk up over to the pond from the parking lot that's over there, and we're throwing to that basket. I think that's it. But anyways, let's see how Kennedale Park plays. So right off the bat, hole one, the tee sign says 292. You've got OB parking lot on the right. U-disc says it's 350. It definitely looks more like 350, and then there's a little bit of a slope down behind the basket with the railroad tracks back there, so you could definitely get razzed by a train. But I'm just gonna treat this like a warm-up hole and play this one for par. So I'm gonna throw my instinct. That was a bit of a shank, but it got inbounds on the backside of the parking lot, I'm pretty sure. So walking down that little hill, you definitely feel a little more of a headwind that you couldn't feel on the tee. So that explains the flip a little bit on the instinct, but still it wasn't a good throw. Luckily, no cars were parked there. Yeah, a little bit of a weird wind day today. We're in the middle of the wind switching from out of the north to coming out of the south, so the wind is coming from the east, which is not normal today. So, and I did find the grass, but I did not make it back inbounds, so I got to take it way back there. And just for reference, here's looking down behind the basket. Not a big slope or anything, but there's definitely some trees you could get trapped behind, and then the train tracks there. And there's hole 2's tee. So hole 2, it's a little bit blind. Oh. So hole 2, it's a little bit blind off of the tee. So here we are on the tee. There's that tree you need to go inside of. Tee sign says 282, U-disc says 240. So now they're off by the opposite amount. But anyways, great forehand hole, or like a touchy backhand turnover with like a putter or a mid-range. Let's see how it plays out. Almost. That was a meteor. Let's try the bullet. I just like that tree. Dang. So not a terrible result. I'll have like a long look at it kinda, but with these low branches, I think I'm just gonna pitch up and take my 3. Hole 3, tee sign says 343, U-disc says 305. OB sidewalk on the left, so I'm probably gonna throw this right gap with something stable and kind of flare skip down that hill on the hard pack towards the basket. There is a creek behind. I don't remember how close it is, so we'll see. I'll go alpha. might be perfect, it might be deep. I don't know. So this is the basket I threw at. It's definitely deep, but joke's on me. I'm in another fairway. That's the basket. This is forehander, like backhand turnover. It is, you know, this big flat space, and then it goes down to that, and you'd have a property line over there. Yeah, I threw it the wrong basket. So I'm gonna still have an upshot, try and get a 3. Definitely left that a little short. Sweet. So hole 4, first real wooded hole. Tee sign says 383. Got a pretty decent gap to hit off the tee and property line on the right. I seem to remember on DG course review back in the day there was a note about a break in the fence and to watch out for the donkey. I don't know if that still applies. I just remembered that when I walked onto this tee pad, so we'll see. I'm not gonna reach it with this, but I'm going hex so I get less of a tree kick if I nail this thing. Right up the gut. So yeah, pretty cool fairway. I think that, yeah, there's the break in the fence. Pretty cool fairway, lots of trees. Lots of like clover and grass on the ground, so disc's not gonna get a bunch of skips. Here we are, about 180 to the pin. Let me go Berg, so I don't have to worry about my speed control as much. Still gotta aim though. Yeah, this low branch definitely got in my head. You can't give the putter any height to glide it. Going over seemed a little crazy. Just focusing on going low and just hit the one tree I had to miss. We're gonna call this one a bogey tree. And you do have a creek that like wraps around this basket and on the next fairway. I don't know if there's water in it today. I haven't seen over the edge yet, but you definitely want to keep that in mind. Oh yeah, plenty of water. Plenty of water in there. Yeah, definitely plenty of water in the creek. And this is not the next hole, but we'll be playing from over here towards this basket. Got a couple of roots that could catch you, but yeah, it just slopes right down into that water. So yeah, hole 5, this is the basket I accidentally threw to earlier. Tee sign says 390, UDisc says 299. It's kind of crazy how different they are, because this feels like it's longer than 300 feet, but I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna try instinct, little backhand turnover that's gonna fight out of it and work back towards the pin. Local round. Oops. So this seems like the main landing zone. Definitely have some guardian trees that you want to not have in your way. So the fact that I missed through that a little bit and was all hyzer and ended up to the left over here ended up being kind of nice, because now I can give it a bid. Got a pretty stiff tailwind, so I'm gonna have to give this one some oomph. Layer 2 is always a little better. All right, hole 6. This is the one with that kind of crazy green off to the right on the creek side. UDisc has it under 300 feet. The T sign says 344. It's probably gonna play closer to like 320, 330, so maybe 344. Turnover seems to be the play, or a nice forehand, but I've got a decent headwind, so I'm actually just gonna try and play to that tree, and we'll see what I have from there. Things flying pretty good today, so I'm gonna go instinct again. Wow, that beat a lot of stuff. Got some nice turn out of it. Ended up like right, oops, sorry, big finger, right in there somewhere. Might have a look. So this is the tree I was aiming at, and luckily the instinct has some stability, because it did flip. It got some beautiful turn, but it fought out of it. Because as you know, I've really been favoring the jackalope lately, and that would not have fought back, and it'd probably be, I mean, that would be the ace run play, but also the lost disc play. So yeah, let's see. I'm laying that up. Yeah, I'm laying that up. It's actually only like a 20 footer, but I'm just out here for fun. Yeah, if you miss left, you're probably gonna get caught, but if you miss right, very little to catch you for sure. Little baseball field out here on the back part of the property. Nice walking paths through here, so easily cart compatible, stroller compatible. I've seen some couples out here walking. Hole 7. Oh yeah, this one's tight. This one's got a lot of OB and a lot that can go wrong. So hole 7, 225 feet on the T sign, 223 on UDisc. This is the smallest discrepancy so far. If you're going straight at it, that's the gap on the right side of the screen. Big tailwind, so who knows, that could be the play today. Usually I've always thrown forehand over all that OB and hope to get back in bounds. So yeah, I'm still not sure what I'm gonna do. I still think forehand flare is the play, but I'm gonna go nomad straight at it. Uh-oh. It's kind of an ace run. I didn't hear anything though, so maybe it went in the creek, I don't know. So I kind of overturned it and trimmed this corner and flew right past the basket. I don't know what I tickled, but it seemed like it was gonna have flown right through this gap over the creek. And I must have hit enough of these like vines and stuff that it slowed it down and it trickled. Very fortunate. Nature. Hole 8, between 157 and 120 feet. There it is. You got OB cart path on the left, OB creek on the right. Let's say the cart path is more in play. Could go backhand turnover. There's probably less to hit there, but with this right to left wind, I'm probably just gonna throw like envy or a zone out to the right on hyzer, and we'll see what happens. Jawbreaker zone. Probably a good tree. It's probably gonna skip into the sidewalk or just carry to the sidewalk. Biggest tree on the hole, kind of blind off the tee, but I think it saved me. This hole is kind of devious. OB is within 6 feet of the pin. Yeah. Hole 9, UDisc has it at 205. T-sign says 244. Gonna have like a nice open window for a hyzer. There's the basket at the bottom of the hill. Must get birdie, I would say. I don't know if you hit a tree and are in this ditch, if you're OB or not. You probably are. But that's not gonna happen, hopefully. Buzz went far.